Shalom Aleichem, everyone. We're continuing here in Hachzek's learning of the Pele Yoetz. Today is day number 117, a one-day chapter called Boicher, of choosing, hopefully choosing the right things in life. It is fitting for a person to be a Boicher b'tov, to make good choices in his life. Bein tov l'mutav, he should choose from that which is good, choose that, then the things that are not so good. Like a merchant that is seasoned in his profession. When he comes to spend his money on merchandise, he should choose the merchandise that's going to bring him a bigger revenue. Nevertheless, he should still choose other types of merchandise, but less of it. So that whoever comes to his store, they want to buy something, he has what to offer them. But the main merchandise, his main job that he's doing, he should always choose the things that are going to give him more revenue at the end of the day. So if the market is really, on the marketplace right now, is a certain kind of a product that everyone's buying, that's what you should buy more of. Whatever people are going to spend more money on, because that's going to give you the greatest amount of money in the return. So to a person that is complete in his avodas Hashem. When a person comes to use his free time, you should choose well and wisely what to spend your time on. Those things that are going to help you more in your avodas Hashem, and those things that are greater necessities. So too, when you come to learn Torah, choose the learning that is going to help you to become the best Talmid Chacham, the best Eved Hashem possible, and those things that are more necessity. For example, if you don't know the laws of Shabbos, you better make sure you learn the laws of Shabbos. How can you keep it? If you don't know the laws of kashrut, so you better start learning the laws of kashrut so you can keep them in the proper way. And if you need to learn how to learn Gemara properly, so you have to make sure that you're learning in order that you should know how to learn, because those things are hechrechi, those things are necessity. When you want to spend your money on something which is a mitzvah, choose the mitzvah that is more chashiv, more beloved in the eyes of Hashem, and give to that particular place of the mitzvah those things that are better and are more echrechi. Certain mitzvahs are more important right now, as he's going to explain. Nevertheless, your hand should be on everything, should be on every area of learning, should be in every area of mitzvahs. Really, you should hold on to this mitzvah, don't let go of that mitzvah. Learn this part of the Gemara, don't let go of that part of the Gemara. Learn these halachas, don't forget about those halachas. But the main thing you should spend your time on in terms of learning, in terms of mitzvahs, are the ones that are going to bring the greatest nachas, the greatest pleasure to the Rabbi Shalom. So how you're going to evaluate each person is going to be different in their own right, but make sure that you're using your time and your energy and the wherewithal that HaKadosh Baruch Hu has given you to do those things, just like a seicher, like a merchant, is going to spend his money on the merchandise that's going to bring him the greatest amount of revenue. So too do the mitzvahs, do the learning that you assume is going to bring you the greatest amount of schar, the reward in the world to come, and the greatest nachas ruach to Hashem. Now, or someone who doesn't know which path is going to bring about this tremendous light, he doesn't know which is the straight path that he should choose. Go to a chacham, a wise man, a Talmid Chacham, a scholar, and let him teach you. Meaning, I might not know myself. What mitzvah should I be focusing on? What area of Limud Torah should I be engrossed in? I'm not sure. I don't have the experience to know that. Maybe I'm biased. I'd like to do this, but really maybe I should do something else. So go and ask the Chacham what you should do. And then follow through with his advice. Make sure that you go to someone, though, that is a Talmid Chacham. Either try to figure things out on your own, or you go to a Talmid Chacham that other people don't need him so much, so you're not wasting and taking up his time. That's what it sounds like the Pele Yoetz is saying over here. Rather, you should go to him and someone that has the time, has the abilities, his mind is focused in on you and giving you the best advice possible. And then, if you have a Talmid Chacham who could end up benefiting from your support, that's what it sounds like he's saying over here. So then, it's the greatest tzedakah that you could possibly give is tzedakah that it strengthens the hands of those that are learning Torah. It's chaim l'machazikim, but like it says, it's a tree of life to those that hold on to it, who strengthen it. There's nothing greater than this. So if you find a Talmid Chacham who could use some tzedakah, could use some financial assistance, and he can also help you out in the meantime by giving you the advice, guiding you, maybe learning with you even, showing you the way, that's a great partnership that you're going to make. Now he says something fascinating. Even when it comes to doing something that is bad, that is not good. If you have no choice but to do something that is considered objectively something that is ra, that is bad. For example, someone is forcing you to do an aveira, God forbid. To choose the least amount of evil, of bad, that you could possibly do. Because somebody who chooses to limit the amount of bad that they do, that it will decrease the amount of punishment that they're going to receive as well, because it testifies upon them that they're completely and honest, they are against their will at this time, they're under duress, there's nothing they can do. For example, imagine the Yidden, Rahman Zan, that were in the Holocaust, they had nothing to eat. So they could eat whatever they wanted to, but even there, the Pele Yoetz would be saying, the least amount of treif that you could eat, it shows that you're completely under duress in this situation, and therefore, even though over there, I'm not bringing such a great example, because over there, mamish pikuach nefesh, you could eat anything you want, but there were many, many tzaddikim that were in the camps, that they tried to limit the amount of not kosher food that they ate. Some didn't eat non-kosher at all, and some ate only the bare minimum in order to make sure that they didn't do it all. And if you add on to what is necessity, which means that even though you could have gotten away with this much bad, but you make it this much bad, so then says the Pele Yoetz, that which was considered to be an honest was a duress against your will, Hashem now is going to consider that you did it b'mezid, you did it willingly. Hashem will bring a person to judgment on everything. The fact that you did more than you need to is a proof that your nefesh, your soul, your spirit, had a desire to do zima, to do even more in this area. On the other hand, if you will decrease the amount of issa, the amount of prohibition that you do, it shows that you fear HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You're getting away with the bare minimum over here. And in that case, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, He forgives those that are under duress, and he was able to overlook the mistakes and the wrong that they do. Says the Pele Yoetz, be a beicher b'toiv, choose good in your life. That's what Hashem made us, bali bechira, people of free will, to be able to do the right things. And even in a situation where you're being forced into doing something that is wrong, again, we hope that we're not in those situations, but if God forbid a person would be, so then they should make sure they do the least amount of issa that they possibly can, and that will be very great in the eyes of Hashem. All the best.